to Direct Sales with Rich Norton, Direct Sales Training with Rich Norton. I'm excited to be able to share some valuable information with all of you, and I'm going to dive right into it today because we only have a limited amount of time, and I want to make sure we are using our time wisely. In fact, that's what this show is going to be all about, getting organized and making sure that you are planning out your schedule correctly, because when it comes to sales, direct sales especially, it's all about having a schedule, it's about having a plan, and it's all about being organized. The problem is so many people fly by the seat of their pants, and I'll give you a prime example. In our business, I tell everybody to make sure you organize your entire schedule. You'll know where you're going to be working, know what your plan is, build momentum. Most people don't know where they're going, and I'll call them up and I'll say, tell me about where you're going to be going tomorrow. And they'll be like, I haven't really thought that out yet. I'm like, well, you probably should start thinking about that. Tell me about your week. Well, I don't even know. I think, can you give me some counsel or some advice on that? And then they're not making it happen, because if you don't have a target, if you don't know what you're trying to accomplish, how are you going to get there? How are you going to achieve these goals if you don't have them? So here's what I'm going to be covering with you today. And this is what I want you to do going forward. If you haven't been doing this yet, it's time to get organized. Are you that person where you're scatterbrained, flying by the seat of your pants, don't know what you're doing, don't know what you're going, don't know where you're going? If that's you, if I'm describing you, you can change that. You might say, well, I've always been that way, I'm just a nomad, I'm all over the place, I'm traveling here, traveling there, and that's just who I am. Well, how's that working out for you? Probably not very good. So it's time to change that. It's time to be organized. So here's what I want you to do going forward. I want you to be old school. So let's go back some years. I want you to get yourself an appointment book. This is what I do. I've been doing this for many, many years. I have my yearly schedule, and I have everything. I have my calendar. I know exactly what's going on each day. I have everything planned out. It's very important. So you start out, for example, whatever area. I'm going to use our business as example. As you know, I'm in the merchant services sales industry. And I plan out exactly where I'm going to be going each and every day, and I keep track of everything, and this helps you to become stress-free, or at least reduces most of your stress. I was talking with somebody today, and we discussed about that, and I said, if you're not doing this, if you're not organized, you are living a life full of stress, because you're just a scatterbrain. You're all over the place, and you're probably late all the time, and all these things fall into those categories from just not being organized. And if you find yourself saying, where did all the time go? I'm not sure, it's so many hours in the day and I just can't keep track, I'm too busy. That's a whole nother story, busy or productive. We'll talk about that. So let's do this. Break out an appointment book. If you haven't done this already, go to Staples, I'm promoting them, go to Office Depot, one of those office stores, and get yourself a daily appointment book. We're going old school. I know we have phones and computers and all that, but if you're doing that, do this as well. You can put that in your phone, but if your phone gets lost or you break it or whatever, at least you got it written down. And here's what you should be doing. I'm going to give you my schedule. Getting organized. Tell me about your mornings. We've talked about that before. For example, what time are you going to get up each and every day? That time should be the same every single day. Well, you might take a break on the weekend, but at least Monday through Friday. So let's say, for example, that time is 5 a.m. Now, some of you might be saying, wow, I'll never get up at 5 a.m. Winners rise early. Always remember that. For me, 4 a.m., as you know, that's when I wake up. I have my alarm clock set. Most of the time, probably 90% of the time, I don't even have to have the alarm clock. I'm usually waking up at 3:45, 3:55, ready to go, and then I turn the alarm off. So you should have that time. That's step number one. What is wake-up time? 4 a.m., 5 a.m. If you've been one of those people that takes you a while to, you need to change your schedule, that's fine. Work your way through that. But 4 a.m., I write that down. So 4 a.m. in the morning, that's when I get up. And then you map out what your routine is. Success is all about having a positive routine, a success routine. Very important that you have that. What do you do in the morning? Exercise. That should be part of your routine. Go for a walk. That's a good part to have as part of your routine. Eat a good, healthy breakfast. Excellent. Have some good quiet time. A couple hours in the morning. You, God, yourself, good, positive, quiet time. It's a great way to start the day. And when I get into my vehicle, this is what I do. I have my appointment book, and I have everything written out. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm writing down my mileage. So I'm keeping track of my mileage. And I'm getting into the disciplined habit of doing these things. They're going to help me to become successful. Now, Sunday night or even Friday, I'm planning out exactly where I'm going to be working. Now, we're talking about direct sales because you want to make sure you have a scheduled success schedule. Very important that you have all that. You know exactly what your territory is on Monday, what your territory is on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'll give you some examples for myself. Like, for example, on a Monday, I'm in Florida. I'm working Florida and Georgia. Monday, I'm in Lake City, Florida. That's the area that I had. Tuesday, I'm over in Valdosta, Georgia. Wednesday, I'm down in Daytona, Florida. Thursday, I'm going back to Lake City again. Friday, I'm in Orlando, Florida. Typically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 to 3 areas knowing where I'm going to be working throughout that week. It's all mapped out. I know exactly where I'm going. This way, while I'm out there in the field and I'm speaking to prospects, I can let them know when I'm going to be back in the area again. That's called building up a pipeline. You know, very, very important that we have that. We're building up a pipeline. You know where you're going to be Monday, you know where you're going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So all that's written out. Now, if I have scheduled appointments, whether a lead generator set those up for me, or if I got them through referrals, or if I got them through another source, all that's written down in my book. So I know where I'm going to be at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever the times are, and then everything that I do, every expense that I have is all written down in the book. Okay, now that's important when it comes to becoming organized, because what's happening is you are covering yourself when it comes to taxes as well. You want to make sure that you're organized and that you've got everything planned out, so if questions ever arise, and that can happen, you've got all that information right there. That's all part of being organized. So if you're not doing that, very, very, very important that you make the decision to do that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You got your routine, and I'm going to tell you this. Please understand this. Time is your capital. Invest it with the right people. How are you spending your seconds out there? And I'm talking about every second counts. This is so true. There is so many people, because we all have the same amount of time in each day. We all know that. Whether we're rich, we're poor, it doesn't matter who we are, we all have the same amount of time. The question is, what are you doing with those seconds? And you'll be amazed how much time is wasted on garbage. Garbage time, doing nothing, being unproductive. And I talked about that earlier. Here's a great question for you. Are you busy or are you productive? There's a big difference right there. Many people are busy, but they're not accomplishing anything. And I know many people like that. Say, oh, I got this going on, I got that going on, I'm over here, I'm over there, I got everything going on. And then when I think about and I hear about the things that they have going on, I'm finding out that they're not accomplishing anything. They're just busy running around being unproductive. So make sure that you use all your seconds being productive. So that's what I wanted to cover today. I thought this was very, very important. This is an important part of becoming successful when it comes to direct selling. Now you say, well, you really didn't talk about selling today. Well, it's about mindset. It's about being organized. That's a very important part when it comes to achieving great success. Use your time wisely. Every second counts. Get organized. Don't fly by the seat of your pants. Know exactly where you're going. This is your assignment starting now. If you haven't done it, you run out to the store, get yourself an appointment book, start writing everything out, put them in your phones, in your iPads, whatever you're doing, but write that out. Get into the disciplined habit of doing that, and you will find yourself having a lot more time, a lot less stress, and a lot more success, because that's what it's all about. Thanks for joining us. We are excited to be able to teach you and help you as you continue with your endeavor in the direct sales field. We'll see you on the next show. Hi, it's Rich Norton here with the super crew of Payrock. Thank you for tuning in to our shows. As you see, I have a passion to teach people how to be super successful in the field of direct selling. Can you imagine that? 42 years of knocking on doors, knocking on businesses' doors, going out and speaking to people and having success. I want to share the knowledge, the passion that I have with as many as I possibly can. Many of you have reached out and you've inquired. You're like, hey, I'm in sales, or I want to get in sales. I want to do what you do. It's exciting. I want to learn more about it. Do you guys have opportunities? And the answer to that question is yes, we do. So if you're the type of person that is interested in earning great money up front, as well as building your own business, not by yourself, we're going to work with you and teach you how to do this business, but as well as earning residual income where you're making money while you sleep. So that's the opportunity that we have. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can reach me. I'll introduce you to some of our leaders, some of our team leaders around the country. We're all over the country, wherever you're at. You can call me at 904-434-4635. You can text me. If I don't answer, I keep busy, leave me a message. Or you can email me at Payrock, which is P-A-Y-R-O-C, Rich Norton @gmail.com. You'll see it right at the bottom of the screen, and I look forward to talking with you. And if you qualify, we will teach you how to do this business and live the life that you always dreamed of. I'll be happy to help you.